Hey everyone, and welcome back. This is Mark at Slowpoke Racing, and we are here for the Ultimate Racing League Wednesday Porsche 911 GT3 Challenge. I'm with the League 2 guys, and this is race 3. There, did it. We are at Atlanta, and after 2 fantastic wins for Brian Moncarnet, can anybody stop him? Maybe this time it is reverse grid, as you can see. So we will go down the order. As I've said, Brian, after 2 fantastic wins in races 1 and 2, now finds himself all the way at the back, and with a lot of work in front of him. The right way, Graham in 10th. Again, 2 fantastic races from Graham. Hodgie in 9th position. Slowpoke in 8th, Shaggy 7th, Stealth 6th, Kian is 5th, Declan is 4th, Firepower 3rd, the Big Mac is 2nd, and Nath is in pole position for this race. So we shall get those lights out, and away we go. The Big Mac looked like he got a great start there, and he has. He's managed to nick the lead away from Nath as they enter turn 1. Firepower sitting in 3rd. Let's just see everybody gets through okay. They do. As Nath leads us into the S's. Big Mac 2nd, Firepower 3rd, Kian is 4th. Shaggy, Hodgie, Brian made his way up to 7th already. So he had an absolute stormer of a start. So the 2 guys at the top of the leader table at the minute, Hodgie and Brian, now get the chance to have a bit of a battle. As Hodgie is in 4th, we've got Shaggy in 5th, Brian just sitting behind in 6th. Brian on the medium tyres this time, as Nath leads everybody down the back straight. As Brian Moncarnet tucks right in behind Hodgie. Hold on the brake. Oh, and Hodgie's gone off. Sorry, Hodgie, but we're going to have to show that again. As Hodgie comes down hard on the brakes, but it just wasn't enough to slow the car. Gets back on track very quickly though. Did cost him a couple of spaces, but more importantly it's allowed Brian to get through. So I'm sure Hodgie is going to be desperate to take that spot back again. You can just see in the background we've got Declan and Stealth battling it out as well. Let's go on board with Declan in these early stages of lap 2 through the S's. Ooh, good recovery there from Declan. We've got Stealth pushing him along. You can see we've got Slowpoke just behind. So everybody's still quite bunched up at the minute. Round this double right-hander, the almost hairpin. Looks like Graham's picked up a penalty just in the background, so he has, yeah. So we've got Slowpoke in 8th, Graham in 9th. Serves that penalty. Is that going to allow Stealth through? It has, so Stealth takes 9th away from Graham. Stealth has had a good couple of steady races in races 1 and 2. So he'll be looking to continue that in race 3 by progressing through the pack. Let's just go back up to our leader. The current leader at the minute is the Big Mac. Excuse me, I'm in a choking session there. So great to see him at this end of the pack. Had a bit of a disaster in race 2, which put him all the way to the back, and it didn't really progress from it, but it's all changed this race as he leads us around this double right hand hairpin section and onto the back straight. I really should have looked up as to what these all these corners were called, so I do apologise for that. Shaggy just behind him in second. Kian and Brian battling it out for third. Kian on the inside. Brian just has to ease back a little bit. Great defending from Kian. So Kian on the soft tyres, Brian on the mediums. But it just doesn't seem to matter what tyres Brian's got on. He just really has got to grips with this. Oh, what's happened there? Kian. Now then. Was it a mistake or was there a I think it was just a mistake. Yeah, it's the back end has just decided to put in a massive complaint and has spun him onto the grass. Oh, and that's dropped him all the way to 8th. That is so unlucky. The trouble with these cars is if you slam your brakes on and you turn the wheel even slightly, the back end is going to come round. And that's exactly what's happened to Kian. It's dropped him down to 9th, and he's now got Hodgie to deal with as well. As Hodgie decides he's going to take that spot away, and he has. Or has he? Kian coming back at him. Kian on the inside. Hodgie having to go the long way round, trying the cutback. Oh, I gets it done. What a great move from Hodgie that was. Let's just watch that again. That was a fantastic move from Hodgie. In fact, we'll go on board. We can see we've got Kian's there on the inside. Kian goes through. Hodgie just decides to do the cutback. And a great move to take 8th spot away from Kian. So let's just go back up and see what's happening at the front. The Big Mac trying desperately to open up a bigger gap to Shaggy. There is a bit of a gap there, a few car lengths, but I'm sure the Big Mac could like a bit more. But those two out on their own at the minute. Brian Moncani in third. Going to be a lot of points for him on the board after this race, so it could be all change at the top of the leaderboard after this week. Declan currently in 4th. He's got Stealth all over the back of him. Slowpoke just behind him. Then we've got Graham. So there's is it a bit of a 4-car battle going on here. Hodgie not far behind Graham, so we're just going to stay with Stealth as he tries to chase Declan down. Oh, and Stealth just keeps it off the grass. You can see Slowpoke catching him, trying to get into the draft. He's in there now. Is he going to get close enough? No, not this time. Although he wants to stick right on the bumper of Stealth. Ooh, a bit of a twitch from Stealth there. Declan just in front of him. Stealth really piling the pressure on Declan now, trying to force an error from him, and it would only take a half-second penalty from any of these guys to actually have an effect, and it'd be all change of positions as Declan gets a wheel on the dirt, but keeps it going. So Stealth definitely in the slipstream of Declan. Slowpoke just behind Stealth, can't get close enough. He's got Graham sitting in his slipstream. We've got Hodgie creeping up behind Graham. Down the hill into the chicane section again, trying not to drift too wide. Slowpoke trying to hold Graham off. Graham absolutely loving this track, and I don't think it's going to be long before Graham gets by. Bumper to bumper. Oh, I think Graham had a bit of a moment. I think he's got in the dirty air there of Slowpoke and under braking. He just, it's the I think the dirty air has caused that, so under braking Graham's just lost it, control a little bit. That's allowed Hodgie through. Oh, and a half-second penalty as well, which is cruel. So Hodgie moves up into 7th, so he's now chasing Slowpoke down. Stealth has picked up a penalty. You don't want too many of them. As I say, a half-second penalty can make a massive difference when they're all this close. So let's just stay with Slowpoke as Stealth serves his penalty. Yeah, so can we get closer to Stealth and put a challenge in? No. Well, we can definitely get closer. We can't quite put a challenge in just yet. Although we are now right up the smelly end of Stealth. Hodgie's there as well. So through the S's they go. Hodgie desperately looking for a way past. Slowpoke having to defend, as he's also trying to catch up to the back of Stealth. So it's a good exit needed from these two right-handers. So it's as they were. Declan in 4th, Stealth 5th, Slowpoke 6th, Hodgie 7th, Graham now down in 8th, Kian in 9th, Firepower 10th with Nath down in 11th. So back up to our race leader, the Big Mac. Pretty much led from the start. We've had 11 minutes exactly. So another 4 minutes to hold on for the Big Mac. Shaggy having a great race this time out in 2nd. Ooh, bit of a slide there, but keeping it going. Brian in 3rd. I mean, considering he's on the medium tyres, he is having a fantastic race as well. Just can't quite get close enough to Shaggy. We've got just coming up to 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes of this race left. To Declan, still in 4th. Stealth looking to make a move on him. So Declan will be on the inside as we go down the hill, but Stealth has managed to get by. So it's all changed in 4th and 5th, although Declan's coming back at him. Stealth just shuts the door on him, so Declan now drops down to 5th. Slowpoke in 6th, Hodgie 7th. We'll just follow these guys through and up into the S's. Hodgie still looking for a way by. Oh, as Declan goes off, Funko, oh, and he's had a bit of a bump. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, I want Declan. So Declan goes a bit wide, comes back on. Oh, Slowpoke got nowhere to go, into the back of him. Hodgie's gone through. So Slowpoke has lost a spot there, having hit the back of Declan. Not a lot he could do about it. Graham not quite close enough to capitalise on that. Slowpoke's going to try and take that spot away back from Hodgie. To Declan in 5th. He's now coming under pressure from Hodgie. Let's just go back up and see how the leader. Oh, the Big Mac's picked a penalty up. Let me just have a look and see what's happening. So the Big Mac out in front. Did he make a mistake? Oh, he did. He went on the grass. Oh, that's cost him. It was the double right-hander. He's picked up a penalty and he's allowed Shaggy to get right up to the back of him now. So that would have really encouraged Shaggy. He's in the slipstream now as they come down the hill. Not going to be close enough to make a move just yet. But unfortunately, if he can stay that close, the Big Mac's going to serve his penalty and Shaggy's going to take that lead away from him unless he gets it done now. As they cross the start-finish line, no, Shaggy just drops in behind again. He's just going to sit there in his slipstream. Let's just have a look where Brian is. Brian is not that far behind either, so with about a minute left, this does look like how the podium's going to finish with these three guys, but in what step they're standing on is anybody's guess at the minute. I would definitely say if Shaggy can stay close to the Big Mac and keep it clean, no mistakes from Shaggy, he's definitely going to take that first position away from the Big Mac. You can see the penalty bar starting to fill up. So we'll stay with the Big Mac as he serves his penalty now. Shaggy's going to go through surely. Shaggy pulls to the inside, side by side, as they come down the hill into this tight left-hander. Oh, and the Big Mac's gone onto the sand. Oh, no. Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. They're side by side. And the Big Mac has just ran it wide. He's gone onto the kitty litter. That's let Shaggy through. Brian also gone through. Oh, and Brian's put a challenge in on Shaggy as well. At the absolute line, Brian takes the win away from Shaggy. What a fantastic finish. Stealth coming in 3rd, Declan 4th, Hodgie 5th, Slowpoke 6th. Graham takes 7th. Kean is going to come home in 8th. The Big Mac 9th and Firepower 10th, with Nace finishing at 11th. In fact, I am going to go back and have a look at this again because this was so unlucky for the Big Mac. But Brian, let's just go on board with Brian as he watches it all. The Big Mac goes off. Shaggy, I don't think he made a mistake, it's just Brian got the much better exit from that turn. At the very last turn he manages to nick the lead. Well, what a fantastic finish to race 3, and Brian takes all 3 wins, and well done to him. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you've not already, and I shall catch you next week when we will be at Brands Hatch in the UK. So that should be an interesting one, another short track. So I shall catch you all next week.